Hi, I'm at the Bookshop at Bagh, New Delhi, and I'm here to check out a few books and make our recommendations on behalf of the team CWC at Ashoka. Let me start with this book. This is Sojourner's Truths set of speeches. It's called Ain't I a Woman? And as a student way back when I was a master's student of history at JNU, we had heard of Sojourner Truth and a few extracts from her speeches, but this is one of the most powerful and well-known speeches in the world, in world history. And to give you a sense of how powerful this book is and how powerfully it's conveyed, the cover itself is beautifully quoting words from her speech. So it goes, "Ain't I a woman? I have plowed and reaped and husked and chopped and mowed, and can any man do more than that?" So I would highly recommend this book, Sojourner Truth, Ain't I a Woman? Then this book has brought me great delight. This is Modesty Blaze's Last Day in Limbo. I'm a big fan of Modesty Blaze's series. Have read all of these books, all of her adventures, several times over. And I was very happy to see this here. You usually don't get Modesty Blaze books now in bookshops. Online a little bit, but in bookshops rarely. So Modesty is this kick-ass ex-mafia leader who's beautiful, who is an excellent martial art expert, and she and her sidekick Willie Garvin travel the world doing all kinds of adventures. Someday they are in Taiwan, the other day they are in England. Anyway, this book is always a delight. Paulo Freire's Pedagogy of the Oppressed. At the Center for Writing and Communication, we work a lot on pedagogy, on teaching practices, and the larger goal of social justice is something very, very dear to us. And for anyone in the sector of working in the sector of education, Freire's book, Pedagogy of the Oppressed, has been a remarkable and a highly influential work. So those thinking about how to make education accessible, inclusive, this is a must read. Paulo Freire's Pedagogy of the Oppressed. And this is a classic book. A very, very impressive book, The Emperor of All Maladies by Siddhartha Mukherjee. It's a biography of cancer, the disease cancer. And not only is this the winner of the Pulitzer Prize, but I thought it was so well written, extremely convincing, and it's a history of it's not only a scientific history of the disease, but also the whole political economy of how the disease affects society, physically, socially, economically, how different lobbies have helped tobacco industries, and how one had to push back in terms of policy, both scientifically and political policy, to curb tobacco industry's domination and to promote cancer research and prevention of cancer. So this is a highly impressive book and a must read, The Emperor of All Maladies. I'm walking into the children's section now. Let's see if I can find something I've read. This is a world-famous book and my all-time favorite, Pippi Longstocking. I didn't read this book as a child. I read it as an adult after having read Stieg Larsson's trilogy, where Elizabeth Salander, again another kick-ass heroine, is often mockingly called Pippi Longstocking. And Pippi is just out of this world. So she's 9 years old. She lives alone in a villa. She's filthy rich. She lives alone in a villa with a horse a monkey for company, and she has a suitcase full of gold coins. And she does exactly what she likes. So a must-read adventure of Pippi Longstocking by Astrid Lindgren.